Alrighty, traders, John Howell here. Bit of a mixed bag across the markets today. Energy sectors continue to get hit quite hard. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders. So let's have a look at what actually went on with the markets today. You can see energy is getting hit quite hard. This is something I've been talking about for a while, of how the energy sector is probably likely to continue pulling back, along with oil and stuff like that as well. So we can see the energy sector is getting hit the hardest. Today, when it comes to the green, we've got pretty much like an Amazon. Amazon's actually had a very nice movement, 2.1% here. Pretty much a flat day across the market today. I personally had a long trade that I got into yesterday, and I actually got out today for a nice short-term trade that me and my clients got into. So that was actually a beautiful, nice short-term cash flow trade. If you're interested in learning about that actual trading system, then just go to johnsfreegift.com. I'm going to give you a free trading course, plus also a free training teaching you how I actually trade the market and the trading system I use to trade the individual stocks and the crypto market and the mining sector and so on and so forth. So the very first thing in the description, guys, or Johns, JOHNS, freegift.com. Again, you get a free training, teach you about the trading system, and also give you a free trading course to help you with the trading overall. So yeah, we can see that definitely we're getting quite a big sort of hit through there. So let's actually look at the, say, XOM. Right, so XOM is definitely starting to roll over, and what we're getting here right now on XOM, we're definitely starting to see a, oh, how good is that? So we're getting XOM through there, so we're definitely getting some sort of a head and shoulder formation potentially. You can see here we've got this sort of what do we have here? We have shoulder, and then we have this head, and now we're getting this right shoulder formation, and we're getting some strong selling movement on the downside. So that's XOM through there. What other ones we had here? We have Oxy. What's Oxy doing? OXY. That had a 5% down there. Oh man, I was hoping for a. Yeah, look at that there. So we're starting to, once again, shoulder head shoulder, right? We're doing this here. We got the shoulder, we got this head, and we got this shoulder formation. So we're starting to really crack it when it comes to the energy sector. If I look at the XLE, you can see how once again we're starting to really roll over here, and it's something that I was actually talking about with my private clients this week, because every single week I do a live coaching session for my private clients, and the big thing I'm telling them about with the energy sector is that we have changed the tune of the market. All right, the markets have changed tune in some sectors. So what I mean by that is that in an upward trend, as long as we keep making higher lows, so we have a low, we have a higher low, 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 and then maybe a move back up there, right? So as long as the market keeps making higher lows, then the buyers are in control. But as soon as we rip and we break one low, right? So see this point through here? See how we actually break that low through there? That's a major key component, right, to your success in trading. So we can see, look at that through there, right? Bang, through there. So that whole thing through there is that when we actually rip a low, that's actually giving us a warning sign that the buyers are no longer making higher lows, which means we're no longer in an upward trend, okay? Which means it gives us a warning bell that we may be getting ready for an up, a lower high, and then a change in trend. This is what happens when we actually see the end of a trend. And look what happened here. We had this higher low, lower low, and as this market was rallying up, I was saying to my private clients, there's actually a real good probability now that we actually got this up bar, and now we got the reversal. You can see how now there's a high probability we're going to continue down from here, from this overall market. So we're probably going to start to spend some more time on the downside because the market is talking to us through there. And so you can see, and this is the overall sort of energy sector that I'm seeing through there. And it's really, if I have a look at, say, a stock like JP Morgan, I'm going to give you an example of what I mean here, right? So this is what actually happened with JP Morgan. So you can see how that we had this low, we had this higher low, an equal low, and a higher low, right? Then look what happened. We had a high, made a lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we started what? Downtrending, didn't we? See how there? But where was the warning sign? The warning sign was when it actually did this, right? It made a lower low, right? So when that happened, it was telling us that, okay, we're now no longer in an upward trend, and we're possibly in a downward trend, and now we're starting to roll over through there. If I look at the USO, the same sort of thing. We're getting this shoulder, head, shoulder, big head and shoulder formation. So this overall sort of the energy sector and the oil and so on and so forth, they look like they're about to come down quite hard, big time. Let's see if I can see anything else when it comes to today's markets. Just having another quick look around here. Wells Fargo was actually a bit up quite high through there. The consumer cycle, again, guys, this is finviz.com if you want to get this map. Finviz.com. That's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, nothing really going on there. Okay, cool. Let's go have a look at the actual stock market itself. Let's go look at the S&P 500, and we had a rally. Very strong rally, but we're still right smack at that resistance level as we speak right now. So we could push up, but we're squeezing up into this overall now. As you can see, this overall sort of pattern through here. So, very, 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 very interesting to see what actually goes on through here. I believe we're likely to start to get at least a bit of a pullback, but do we create some sort of a higher low? Right, because remember I was saying before, right, with the trend, do we actually come back down and create a bit of a higher low and then start to break out? If so, that's going to be pretty powerful. Looking at the Nasdaq, look where we are right now on the Nasdaq. I was saying this yesterday, or not yesterday, a couple of days ago, that we're probably going to run up and hit the resistance line on the Nasdaq. We're probably going to hit this and now have a bit of a pullback. But after that, what happens from there? It's going to be really, really awesome to see. And now, same for the Dow Jones as well too. We are in this. We do have like a little bit of a upward trend as well too, like somewhere through there. All right, squeezing up once again. What's going to happen here? Because we don't know what's going to happen. We need to be patient with this. But if you're looking at the markets, we could either obviously break up, but we could be getting ready for another leg down. Because if they keep raising interest rates and they keep compressing it, we're going to start to see some real big pressure, especially if they do the whole QT, right? They do the QT, not the QE, the QT. So let's go have a look at gold and silver for today. Gold had a bit of a nice small update today. Across the markets, we actually ran up. We're almost at this level of resistance. But remember what I said before about the trend analysis. What do we have here? We have a high, a lower high, a lower high, and another lower high. Makes sense? So this could just be a pullback in an overall downward trend. Moving over now through to silver. Silver, same sort of thing. If we get we're probably going to get actually, you know what? This is what's probably going to happen with silver. I've seen this happen so many times. We're probably going to get something like this. Right? Something like that. People are going to say, here we go, here we go, here we go. Silver's on the run, silver's on the run, silver's on the run. And then it does something like that. And then it just goes like down like that. Right? That's exactly what actually happened with the energy sector. If we go to the energy sector again, I'll show this with you here. Right? Look at this here. See how the market actually had a move up? We had a lovely, lovely up little bar through there. And then it returned and it retraced. Oh my goodness, the market's rigged. No. Remember I said before, right? Low, lower low. If the market makes a lower low when it's starting to rally, we're actually waiting. It's like, okay, this actually could be a lower high here soon. And then bam, away we go. Moving over now through to the GDX. And the GDX, once again, I was saying this yesterday that I don't expect too much more downside when it comes to the mining sector right now, because we are in a resting phase now, which could be volatile up or down. We could get a pullback, but we now need some time to either do this, go sideways like this to just rest and refuel, or we're going or something like this, bit of a pullback, and then probably a continuation from there. So looking at this right now, we have finished this downward leg. This downward leg is finished. It doesn't mean that the trend is finished. It just means this downward leg is finished, and we're now in a pullback phase. And the pullback phase can be quite volatile in the markets through there. So there's a lot of things there, guys, that's happening right now. If we have a look at the VIX as well too, I just want to share this with you here. You can see the VIX is actually really starting to pull back through here. A lot of people were looking for a spike above here, and we may actually get it. This whole pullback that's happening right now for the last couple of months in the stock market, it may be a bit of a sucker rally, right? We need to wait and see. And that's why when we're looking at the stock market, we need to be alert of these see these major levels through here, major level here, major level here. Because, and same for the Nasdaq, right? These levels through here. Because if overall over the next few months, we start to get something like this and we break down, we need to be alert that if we get something like that, that yes, this was just an overall what? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? So somewhere like that. And once again, if we look at our weekly charts are telling us what? Very, very, very clear. And this is where looking at the weekly charts can give us a really good clear. Look at this here. High, lower high, down, up. This could be a simple lower high before we get something like this again in the markets. So don't be too jumpy on these markets right now, because we're getting ready to turn around and here we go, the big strong rally, because we may not be there just yet. Hey traders, I'm giving away 100% free access to my brand new breakthrough full trading course. This is 8 videos over 10 hours of pure amazing and powerful strategies. This is my most powerful systems and strategies that I've used for the last 16 years, and I'm giving it away for free. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be a link around here somewhere, a button or in the description or somewhere in there. Click on that and you can go get free access to my brand new breakthrough trading course. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now. Go to that right now, guys. You can get full, complete, free membership access. Go do that right now.